money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. The man in motion left here, Johnson. On 3rd and 2. Strong. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give to Jenkins running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Raiders have 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in for long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 3rd and 2, Watson. Flush to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down on his Corey Bulwark as to punt. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Strong. He finds his man. Complete. That's Alexander. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Their own 13-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there. They weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Johnson goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Watson now to throw. And the Raiders have got him. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Slant to Adams. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another 1st down there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.